All right, so this is that Chevy Trail Boss. So it's actually dirty right now. A lot of people do reviews with trucks where they're clean all the time. I wanted to show it to you dirty, then clean it up for a second here, and then we'll do the quick review. So this is how I clean it. Got that good spray foam gun. But enough of that. Let's get right into the video showing it where it's clean. At the end, I do have it where it's very filthy inside and out, so you can see how good does it really clean up. All right, so we're gonna do a review on this 2020 Chevy Trail Boss. Okay, so I purchased this back in November. Got the closeout sale on it, and I've had it ever since. It's currently pushing right at 15,000 miles on it currently. So I'm gonna walk you around and just give you my honest review on it. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into it. All right, let's just jump into it. All right, so I went ahead and opened the doors, so you can see this thing with the doors open. So it didn't come with 10 in the front, so I had to get put 10 in the front. Also, it didn't come with those fancy tow mirrors. Those right there will upgrade. I also have a video. I'll try to link it at the top so that you can go back and see those if anyone's interested in those. Let's get right into it. 15,000 miles. What's that, roughly about 8 months, give or take? So here we go. It's been a wet day, nonetheless. Been doing great keeping the bugs off of it. No complaints, no chips or anything like that. This bumper here, more or less chrome but painted black. All right, but no complaints though. The paint hasn't been coming off, no rock chips or anything like that. So no complaints on that, but that's gonna vary based off where you stay and how you ride, and if you ride too close. But nonetheless, the plastic is holding up. The red knuckles are holding up great. I haven't used them, so I haven't had a chance to actually scratch them up and see if they're gonna hold the paint, but so far everything's good up here. Now, I would say this as I step back. I don't ride with the fog lights on that often unless I'm on a back road or unless I know I'm riding by myself or as there's no cars on the road. Just because the lights themselves, I get a lot of people blinking their lights at me like I have my lights on bright, so I imagine they're pretty bright coming at people. So I try to keep the fog lights off to keep peace, but I still get 50% of the time when I ride, I get someone to flash the lights at me that I have mine on bright, but they're not on bright, so I guess their lights are pretty bright. Got a little mud right there, but hey. So these are the tires right here. Now these tires, these are off-road tires. If you've seen some reviews or you heard about them, they do make noise. They do make noise. You like, make noise, what do you mean? When you ride in the inside, you can hear the tires on the ground. Now the ride is nice, smooth, comfortable, but you can actually hear the tires rumbling. And when you put off-road tires and big tires on, you normally have to go with a higher grade tire. This right here is a 18-inch rim. This is a LT 275 66R. So on my last truck, my Ford, I'll link a video so if you want to check that out. I had spent $400 per tire just so I wouldn't have to hear that noise. So these have a lot of meat still on them, a lot of meat. I went 15,000 miles. I'm gonna ride them until I get all the meat off of them, and then I'll swap them out because, like I said, it has a lot of meat on it, and I don't want to just waste that money right there swapping them out immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and ride it. All right, so as we move on to the back doors, let's stop right here right quick. So this is where you put your gas, and the Chevrolet has, oh, here's a diagram of it, so that if you don't stick your nozzle all the way in, it doesn't get the gas, and I guess that'll help out someone ever try to funnel your gas or more or less sugar your tank. You got two flaps there, 1, 2. So this is supposed to be right there. It's supposed to be that nice little pretty hole. They use the same setup on the diesel. That is a DEF hole right there. All right, that's what that is right there. So this was in the glove box. I used this one time, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna just stick it back in the glove box. So came in here and poked the hole, and it goes great right there. So only thing is, if I ever let someone use the truck, I gotta make sure I tell them that this is not it, not this. Otherwise, they're gonna pour gas on the ground. It's gonna go real quick. This is a whole nother video, whole nother story. This truck has ran out of gas 3 times on me, and it's all when I'm towing. When it's towing, it does horrible on towing miles because the tank is so small. We're pushing, and you see the tank down there, about 25-gallon tank, give or take. And when I'm pulling, it drops down to 8, sometimes 12 miles a gallon, depending on what I'm pulling. And that goes very quick, very quick. Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop here and see can I. All right, so we're cruising at 73. I'm currently pulling the RV. RV weighs around about 79, probably 82, 8,400 pounds in the back right now. Doing 73 miles going down there. See the fuel line? You see it there? All right, so that's the fuel. Now, 12.3 is the last trip that I had. But that's not this trip. Let's go to this trip. 7.5 is what we averaged. We went 262 miles from the time I left the house till now. Still got 107 miles on the dash on the fuel consumption. 7.9 is what it's averaging. So right at 8, give or take, up and down the hill. Okay, all right, enough of that. So this is the back. I got the BW towing hitch, all right, because it pulls a lot of weight, it holds a lot of weight. Definitely check your weight. All right, so there you go. Pretty much you flip it all the way around and it gives you that nice, sleek look, clean look. And that's about another 2 or 3 inches you can back up in the garage, out of the garage, parking spot, you name it. All right, so this is the key. This is the key. 2 clicks, and you get that right there. Not fancy, just straight to the point. Hey, it'd be nice if you let itself back up, but let's not get carried away now. So this is the back of the tailgate. This is the back of the bed, 5-foot bed. Smallest one I had that 6.5 foot last time. Oh, that 6.5 foot. Oh, nice, plenty of room. Do I see the difference? Yes, because I'm one of those guys that actually use my truck. But like, you don't actually use it. You want to? All right. This is how you can tell if a guy uses truck. See that? See all those scratches? Now this piece of plastic right here is the cheapest piece of plastic that Chevrolet decided to put on this truck. You hear me? Let's see here. Let's step up here. Let's get in here. So I can really show you what we got here. So I put stuff on here. With the bed being so short, you gotta let stuff hang out the back. And this is what you get. See that? Scratches, 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 gouges, just everything you can imagine. I even try to put blankets up here and it just don't work. So at this point, I'm like, forget it. It's gonna scratch up, it's gonna do whatever it's doing, dent it up, do whatever. And I'm just gonna replace it. This little piece of plastic, it can't cost more than about 200. So when I get done beating it up to where it just look ugly, then I replace it. It actually blends in pretty good, so that I don't actually even notice it half the time. Now, those right there, those bed lights, inside bed lights, those are amazing. Because once again, I actually use this truck. Pulling that RV and that boat, I'm always out at nighttime. All right, not nighttime or leaving early. Those lights work amazing. Yes, it really lights it up here. You got that one, you got that one. That's what you got. They work amazing, okay? Now, probably wonder, what's the gas jug for? It's a gas jug. That gas jug is for when I run out of gas, or for when this thing decides that they want to be on 25 miles and the light come on and I'm pulling, and next thing you know, in 4 or 5 miles, it actually blinks off, and then 2 miles later, it's dead. Like, the whole vehicle shuts down. So I get out and I put my 2 gallons in it. It's empty right now because my son was on his go-kart and he decided to borrow some gas from me. So I will be filling that up. Definitely at the next fill up, or more or less, definitely before I go anywhere. If I go anywhere, I definitely bring that 2 gallon with me. Now, last time I was out and I went somewhere, also the truck has these little nice little step, and then you get to step again. Oh yeah, great. That is awesome. I mean, especially when the truck's sitting up high and you're a big guy like me with 6'3" legs. I mean, whew, beautiful. So I definitely always get that when I'm touring. Now when I leave next time, I may put a 5 gallon back there, just because I got caught in a rural area last time I was with the RV, and that 2 gallon I put it in, I still almost didn't make it to the gas station. So I definitely would be doing something a little different there. So this is the back door. Open it up. You probably say, okay, I got some lights coming from up under the seats. That was a little mod I did, just a little quick plug into the cigarette lighter. I did not want to customize anything. I did not want to do any wiring. Didn't want to mess with it. Chevrolet is very strict about voiding your warranty. All right, so that's the floor. Just did a little quick wash on it. That's the orange wire. I just got plugged into the cigarette light. Nothing fancy there. Probably can make it look better later on. Might think about it later on. All right, so now kind of got limited storage in these trucks. Got a little storage here. I know I'm keep something to keep the truck clean with in here. Interior surface cleaner. Since the Corona been going around. Can of that Lysol. Forget it. You get the idea. Probably about 4 or 5 balls right there, so you can't really beat that. Slide mirror on the back. It's right here. Cup holder. I really didn't think about cleaning this, but it looks like it's pretty clean. So I got a rag in there. But so that's that. Up under the seat, you really don't get that much storage. I mean, you got from here to here. It's not that big. I got a lot of stuff. If you got any kids, you already know Band-Aids are a must. First aid kits are a must, especially with the RV and the boat. I'm down south. Mosquitoes crazy. This thing right here saved my life plenty of times with the boat and the RV, just hooking up stuff. Pulling. Nonetheless, hey, that's what you get back here. All right, like 6'3", I get in here. Ain't got no problem. Ain't got no problem. Got plenty of leg room, this thing. All right, plenty of leg room all the way around. You good. This is the view from the back. See what I'm saying? Nice and good. Everything's good. All right, so take it to the front. Got my essentials in my door. Since the Corona, I got my gloves. I got my Germex. Got another one of those quick Swiss Germex tire pressure. I'm always pulling tires. I gotta check them. Since I don't do the digital one because I put the boat in the water, I haven't seen one that can make it in the water. I just don't even worry about it for the RV because it's pretty much the same thing. I'm not gonna just buy it and I don't really get a chance to use the RV as much as I would like to. So I did try one, it didn't work out. If anyone knows one, definitely let me know. Driver's seat up and down, left and right, lumbar, you know it. So these is one pocket on each side. I like to keep these little quick lights in there so that I can actually, just in case I'm backing up or something. I keep two because I like to lay them on the ground if it's real dark and trying to back up by myself. Parking, up, down, auto, 4-wheel drive. I got stuck before, couldn't get out. I actually had to put it in off-road mode and 4-wheel drive mode. And then I got on out after about 10 minutes, but I took 2 minutes of off-road drive and 4-wheel drive, and then I came on the pilot. I got my mask right there. All right. So these plugs, they only work if you have that button on. That works the one. You gotta have the button on for this one and the one in the back for that to work. You got your heated seats, dual climate, you know, all the standard stuff you would expect. I'm a trailer assistant, parking brakes, you know. And this is for the trailer. So, nonetheless. So, I mean, that's a little quick review. You got that glove box area. Got this glove box area. So, that's that. The seats are holding up good. I imagine over time this part is gonna get wore out because it sticks up pretty good. And it's always a reminder to tell people not to jump out of the truck. They love trying to jump out of the truck. Tell them, step up and then get out. So I'm pretty sure that part is gonna wear out. This is one of the things I didn't like. This is one of the things I didn't like about the truck. They didn't give you this little setup. They just gave it to you like that. I thought I was missing at first, but it wasn't missing. So they just gave it to me like this. So that's that part, that portion of it. That's that. Home button. Now you got your Apple Play, whatever you want. I kept all the internet. I kept the internet. I paid I think it's $15 a month for AT&T. Provide internet for the truck. It definitely come in handy. My son, my wife, me when I'm on work, you know, it comes in handy. I like it. Then I get all my Pandora and I don't have to listen to the radio. So I kept that. I like that feature. The number one thing I don't like in the truck is more or less gonna be that fuel consumption. That's what I don't like. Now I just recently was pulling the trailer. I filled up right before I got off the exit. So it's still showing 219. It does a little better, give or take. I like the little quick menu that they got right there. You know, say I was averaging 8 miles when I was pulling last time. 79 on the oil. Let me tell you about that oil. I had no idea that it was gonna cost like $110 to get the oil change. That was a shocker. The first one was free. I thought it was coming back for another $59, $60 oil change, maybe $45, $50, and It hit me with 100. I haven't actually put any air pressure in these tires. See, they're starting to fluctuate a little bit, so I might be looking into that. How does the vehicle drive? How does it ride? It rides great. Everyone that gets in says smooth ride, puts them right to sleep. I do pay attention to transmission fluid when I'm pulling. And then I love this little piece right here where you get a chance to see how the vehicle's handling, going up and down hill, incline, decline, more or less. That's the radio, quick menu for the radio, north to south. If someone calls, you got the phone ability. So it's telling me right now my phone's almost dead and I have no signal. So, but more or less the fuel, and then they didn't give me that middle piece, but hey, that cost me $29, but it's fine on that. The fuel's my number one complaint, small gas tank. If I had to do it again, I would not buy this just because of the fuel tank. You're like, wow, you're not gonna buy it because of the fuel tank? Yes, because I pull an RV and I pull a trailer and I pull a boat, and being having to stop so quick and so much just to put gas in is ridiculous. I can get a lot farther, and I see that no one is offering the bigger tank right now for this truck. No one's offering a bigger tank. I don't see them actually doing it, because I see that if you get a 2500 or a second series of any truck, Ford F-250, 2500 Dodge Ram, or even the Chevy 2500 or GMC 2500, then they offer it, because they figure that if you got the bigger one, you must be needing more fuel consumption because you're gonna be doing something fun. In this case, they didn't offer that. They just didn't offer it for the 1500. I don't see them doing it. So for now, I'm gonna have to keep riding around with a gas tank on the back. And a lot of people are like, well, you can go get the aftermarket to sit right here and they can phone it to you. I think that avoid the warranty. I'm not gonna chance it. And guys, we're gonna have a 5-foot bed. We can't push it any farther and take up more of my room. I need this room when I'm driving. I actually have a black box that I put right here, and I lock it down with a chain and everything for when I'm going road trips or even when I'm pulling stuff, because I know I won't have any availability up front or in the back of whatever I'm pulling. So I like to keep that little box back there. But yeah, so there you go. Number one thing I hate is the fuel. Any comments, questions, anything like that, drop it at the bottom. Let me know. Need me to show you one particular piece, let me know how the vehicle is handling up. It's handling up good, except for these seats are gonna wear out pretty quick. Fuel, when you're pulling, is no good. If you're not pulling, great. To have something on the back is great. But if you're gonna pull anything from 3,500 pounds and up, you're gonna be pulling on quite a bit to get some fuel. I almost thought about trading this one in for the Chevy 2500. It's just one of those things I'm gonna have to deal with for right now. If anyone comes up with any solutions or any ideas, just let me know. Bug off of the front, but it happens, especially if you're driving at nighttime. So I got a no car wash set up where you don't have to actually have the soap in the water. You just got some wash solution, and I try to put that on as much as possible if I'm not gonna wash the full truck. Truck is running right now, so that's that noise. Hope the auto's coming through pretty good. Those tires. So you get this when you park in the sand or gravel. You get them splatters off the rain. Went out some dirt roads this weekend. Check me out. Let's see, can I clean? I'm gonna clean all that up. This is dirty every time I look up. I mean, especially when it's wet and muggy outside. I mean, it's gonna be dirty. Mirrors, always dirty, always. I apologize. This paint job is just reflecting. I mean, I can see nothing but the background right now. Oh, I'm not gonna be shy with you now. I'm gonna let you see the inside. Look at that dirt right there. Yep. I'm gonna wipe all this down. Look at that. Yep. Now, I left the door open, so what you're seeing right there is more or less rain water. See, people want to see what it look like when it's dirty. I want to see how well can it actually clean up. See, that's what they want to see. So y'all see it now, because you're gonna see it later as well. So yeah, that's just for me leaving the door open. Either that or somebody waste something. The floor mat on down red dirt road. Oh, nice, good country road. Oh yeah, I had the door open a second ago. Oh yeah. Gotta have a radar. This is the one that come out my car. I just threw it up there. I normally ride with it. Well, fell down like that. But anyway, I want to ride with the cord to the side. 14,754, almost there, baby. Passenger side, light soil can, Chrome, still trying to be safe. My son's seat, he like to ride in the middle now. I got a little bigger. He say he likes to see what he's driving into, but I'm not. He's not driving. I'm the one driving all the time. Oh well. Back doors well. A little dirt. Kids, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna clean all that up. These floor mats, they clean up well. You're the ones that the Chevrolet dealership provides, or you can add on. They clean up well. I want to say they charged $139 for this back one, and almost $79 for those front ones there. But when I say they're worth it, they are worth it. There's nothing like that WeatherTech. There's nothing like those. They are actually way better than the WeatherTech. I've had one of those. My wife had got one of those for her car. And it didn't hold up as well. They blamed it on the having the deep floor mats. The floor mat actually set more into the floor than versus the ones that set on top of the floor. But either way, I got the ones with dealership this time, and I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I don't even know how this got that dirty back here, but it's dirty. So we're gonna clean that up. Gas jug. I'm gonna tell you, it's a funny story about this gas jug, but this gas jug is a must if you decide to put anything on that 2-inch ball right there, or that 2 5/8. That is a must. You hear me? That is a must. Now I don't even use that little bitty one right there, but I do use that BW tow receiver hitch. There you go. You see it. It's really important to make sure your hitch is rated for whatever you're pulling. All right, it's real important. And then even there, that says that, but even there on the ball, it actually gets more in depth for you. Sorry about that. Let's get that fixed. There you go. 75258. Then you pull that. Yeah. Pull that. You can rotate that puppy any way you want. Now here we go. That's 2 5/16. I'm sorry. There you go. That's 10 right there. Little guy 35. But nonetheless, there you go. Line that hole back up. Put it in the hole. I'm sure y'all gonna relate to that one. Alright. Come on around. Look at that exhaust. Purling like a kid. But it's a little black right there. Anyway, you get out there, it's nice and dirty. So, let's see how well can we clean her up.